semifinal of the night from Fort Worth, and as soon as South Florida touched down, they've been on a mission to make it back to the championship. They'll face off against Ion 24 in white for North Texas. Shades of green, you see South Florida in their green uniforms, accented with gold.
I think we got the memo also.
We did.
It seems to be a theme throughout,
yes.
It's unplanned, but a lot of green showing up in here. I'm mad about that.
It ain't easy being green.
Right, it's springtime, baby. Let's turn the clock and go.
Well, South Florida with Blazic getting the first 2 points of the game. Sammy Puis is one of the best three-point shooters in the league. We'll see if she can get going tonight. She had 3 threes last night. That's where all 9 of her points came from in that win over ECU. South Florida 21-10 overall. They notched 13 wins during conference play. Morgan told you that they split during the regular season. So we'll see which team comes out throwing punches first as Puises pulls up baseline, Jay.
That is literally what she told us yesterday. We have to be the team to throw the first punch. So good for her, starting off the game with an aggressive shot.
Hardaway, Moore in that backcourt for North Texas as that one drops in. So the mean green on the board. As Anaya Johnson, who was an X factor yesterday in their win with the first 2 for North Texas.
Yeah, I loved her energy and how much she put out. And Jalen Talley, who's not in the game right now, but comes in off the bench. Complete X factor, just neutralized with her energy.
Jason Burton, the head coach of North Texas, has instantly had success last year. 23 wins, they surpassed that. The win.
Talk about a sigh of relief for Sammy Puis. She could not wait to have a good game in this building. It's not been a great pass for her, but I love the way that she's grown through her injuries, through getting back in the lineup here and becoming, again, one of the premier players in this league.
Wooten pulls up, no. And good box out there from Laura Butu. Dembele trying to knife through the defense, and she is grabbing that right side around that hip area. Remember, she took some punishment yesterday.
Yeah, the trip up, and you can see not only does she land awkwardly on her hip, right at that bone, your hip bone, so it's immediately just gonna shoot that pain down your leg, and she took a bump on the way down. For somebody with back pain and back issues, there's so much also that resides in your hips. She's got to work through that.
5'6" graduate student. Came over to play her final season for Jose Fernandez. Wonderfully decorated career that he's had, all 25 seasons at South Florida. His team won it all back in 2021, and he wants to see this group make their way back to a championship game, and been there since 2022. On the steal, Blazic well off there.
A good defense, though, by Carla Brito. Poking that ball away. You saw Lampkin trying to get real low and wide. So if you can just poke that ball out while she's trying to establish position, that's where the fast breaks can come for South Florida.
Well, establishing themselves early in this one, a 9-2 lead for the first 2 minutes plus, and a traveling violation against North Texas. So a couple of quick turnovers and back-to-back possessions for the Mean Green. Team in South Florida who had such high expectations on what they could do throughout the season. And they're going to turn it over there, their first of the game. Or rather, that's a foul whistled against Putu.
Yeah, a screen. You can see a screen and re-screen trying to get Puises open over there on that right wing. That's one of her favorite spots to shoot from.
Kyla Deck, who had a nice game off the bench, played 31 minutes for the Mean Green. Had that one nearly poked away, and then Blazik immediately grabbing that face area. She may have gotten poked, and she's slow to get up, but is. And oh yeah, she took a shot to the face as Deck was trying to go for it, that left hand, or left arm.
Yeah. Kyla Deck was exactly who I was thinking of to say, what does North Texas need to do to change the energy of this game? They needed some toughness. And in comes Kyla Deck, who, you know, with a non-intentional contacts right there to the face of Blazik, who's still trying to check and see if her nose is bleeding. Hey now, that's some energy. That'll get it going, Desiree Wooten. Or excuse me, Jocelyn Moore taking the charge.
Moore, the senior who has played a whole lot of games throughout her collegiate career, and that's just a good veteran move to just get in, slide over just a little bit, slide to that spot, and draw that charge.
When you're playing defense and you're seeking out the charge, you got to try to read the eyes. And she could see where Puises was trying to drive and not pay attention to how she was moving. So she just sprinted to that spot, took the contact, that was it. I love the charge now.
Yeah.
It's like strategic to it too. Woo, get me going.
The junior out of Frisco, Kyla Deck, now at the line. And played valuable minutes last night, averaging just about 30 a game, as Jason Burton likes to use a short bench. And she hits both. South Florida, very good offensive team. Shoots the three ball well. Shot it from the floor particularly well during conference play, leading the league at 43%. And now Sammy Puises has a short clock to work with as Brito in the corner. Air mailed it. Here's Moore back the other way. Tried to get it to Lampkin, but stolen away by Carla Brito.
2 nights in a row, Carla Brito has come through with defense, getting through on the paint. This is an undersized 5'11" forward. USF, and she's done a good job of defending the post play here, anticipating that pass and before poking it out. I like her movement, her lateral movement here in the post.
Junior also out of Spain, and the way that she has elevated her game in this season for the Bulls. There's Johnson. And Johnson with a little flex after.
Have to get this team to the championship.
Deck not able to answer, skying for it as Carla Brito for the rebound. Putu running it bounds, saves it, running it down and saves it. And Dembele, who stripped.
15 minutes, enjoy the win, maybe get a little meal in, and then you know it's right back to work.
Absolutely. He's got a scout.
Job's not done, that's right.
They will face next. It's either going to be North Texas or South Florida. Brito, yes, she said count that one, baby.
Give me my money.
So it was last game, folks, that we got in a number of owl references, but here it's going to be,
yeah,
we're going to do the green.
You already know.
Yeah, because the green team is going to win.
That's right. Bet on that.
North Texas trailing by 7 early on, and they look to get it into Lampkin, and Brito commits the foul. We saw Tamisha Lampkin with the opening bucket, and then since then, she's been kind of quiet. We've got to look to seek her out.
And Brito's got to stay in the game. 1 foul already first quarter. You know, Levice advice my dad always gave me was when you get that first foul, you need to be aware because 2 fouls, you're probably sitting down. That's the worst feeling.
Lampkin, great pass and fine, and Brianna Hardaway just couldn't get it to go. Meanwhile, it's been the Sammy Puises show for South Florida. 3 of 3 tonight from the floor, as you mentioned, for 7 points. She was 3 of 16 last night.
She didn't look herself.
No. So a major turnaround for her. And this one as Brito off 1 foot, trying to give chase Blazic, but it's going to be North Texas basketball.
They would have liked to see Brito come off that screen, turn the corner, drive, try to get something going. And Puises, terrific outside shooter. And at times the Bulls, they can go.
So Desiree Wooten gets on the board. Local product here out of Mansfield Timberview High School in Dallas.
From the green pastures, way out. But I like her confidence. You have to have shooters show up. And Brito, who before last night, she hadn't hit a 3 until, or the last time she had hit a 3 was February 1st against this team right here. Was starting to show up and leading the team in rebounds, but I really like the last 10 of her 13 games. She's been in double figures. That's huge.
Good find, rolls off.
Okay,
Putu, put back.
Putu, put back. Flexing on her too, you just love her energy.
Yeah.
She's such an unselfish player. I mean, you can even just tell the way that she stops to let her teammates go by her if she feels like she's crowding them.
Well, Dembele nearly got to that one as Lampkin was falling to the floor. Hardaway stepping back for 3.
Look at that, box out.
Well, you think about the front court of the Bulls with Putu and Brito. I mean, they're 7+ rebounds a game. They are nearly unstoppable. Only North Texas front court is better. Brito is balling right now because she is deciding to do all of the little things necessary, like stepping in, take that charge.
Championship moments. We've seen her steal the ball. We've seen her deflect it. We've seen her hit 3s. And now, icing on the cake right here, the charge. And that will chop up the momentum that North Texas is trying to find. They have not been able to find consecutive momentum and possessions. But take a look now, number 33, Jalen Talley, who just came in the game. See if Brito can go.
She says, no matter what, I got this.
So your defense too green for my offense. I'm experienced around here. I know what I'm doing. Gotta love the moxie from the junior from Spain.
7-0 run for the Bulls. 7 points put up by Carla Brito, and it's tough baskets like this.
Great footwork and patience for the final step through. Swaggy moments too. Yes, yes. See, Carla Brito, we love it.
International experience, played in the FIBA Women's World Cup, earned silver medal with her national team. And between Carla Brito, Sammy Puises, we said Puises wanted to throw the first punch, and South Florida is doing that here in tonight's semifinal game.
Such an important piece of the equation of getting to the next round in games like this, in championship tournaments, is your start. You don't want to feel like you're trying to climb out of a hole the whole game. And for South Florida, who strategically works to start games fast and has brought along a big staff, including all their male practice players with them, in order to help incorporate that into their shoot-arounds, into their warm-ups. So as you guys saw them warming up, 60 minutes ahead of time for this game, they were trying to act like this game already started.
Well, for more on North Texas, who's trailing by 12, let's send it over to Morgan.
This North Texas bench, guys, fired up during that last timeout in huddle. A clipboard snapped in half, already thrown away in the trash can. Players talking with each other. Coach Burton expressing frustration with his players right now for this slow start.
Great stuff, and let's see how that ignites the Mean Green.
Yeah, they need to get mean. They need to get fired up and play with that premium gas. You know, right now they're being a bit erratic with the way that they're approaching offense. They only have 1 assist right now on the night. I'll leave it up to Morgan to break news with the breaking of the clipboard.
Well, I'll say this, Carla Brito picks up her 2nd personal foul. That's huge there. She hooked Tamisha Lampkin, and so 7 points, hot start for Brito. However, she's gonna go to the bench with those 2 personal fouls with just over a minute to go in the first quarter. Tamisha Lampkin is at the line. And we talked about this yesterday, just the poor free throw shooting for North Texas overall, and that's not something that Jason Burton wouldn't mind hearing me say, because he knows that that's an area that they have to focus on if they're going to make it to the championship game with a win here tonight.
You can't be a physical team and get to the line and then not convert. So that's where the connection's not carrying through for North Texas, who's playing really hard, but that's a lot of wasted energy if you can't convert on the line.
Dembele sizing up, open look. Diakite is off the mark.
And for what you lose in size and hustle and offense from Brito, you get that 6'3" frame. And from Diakite, who can give you a lot of strength and length. I think she's a very aware player. I'm watching her head move on defense. And South Florida picking up the foul, the charge, and they'll head the other way.
7 turnovers now for North Texas. And Jason Burton is trying to figure out why the need for the moving screen here from Tamisha Lampkin.
Yeah, you got to stay set. I mean, my bad, I said charge, but when you go to set those screens, and that's where you want to have a little more patience, allow the play to get set up.
The first miss of the quarter for Sammy Puises, who has 7 points. Shania Price with the take to the bucket, and much needed at the end of the quarter for North Texas champions, including that huge win back on December 21st over a top 10 Duke team. That was a marquee win for the season during that WBCA showcase, but that's not uncommon for the Bulls.
That's right.
I mean, over the years, they've knocked off the defending champion or national champion at Stanford, a ranked Oregon team, Texas. They've gone through, never shying away from playing the top competition in the country. And Kyla Deck starts off this second quarter. We saw North Texas get off to a slow start last night in their win. Let's see if they can pick it up here in the second quarter.
I'm really thinking that last drive by Shania Price helped carry over. Some grit, just some edge. You know, you want to play with edge in this game. And I just saw that very edge coming out of Kyla Deck that last time. There's Tamisha Lampkin, that's some edge.
There's Deck leading the break.
Yeah, that's twice. She's tried to back down Mama Dembele.
Putu grabs the rebound. She's got 7 already tonight in this one. Extending that forearm, the foul called. Jason Burton just having an extra discussion with the official as Price whistled for her first personal. Romy Levy checking in for South Florida. Levy was the co-preseason player of the year.
It's amazing how fresh she looks tonight, considering the minutes she played, how hard she played, and then just absolute knocks and drag down bumps that put her on the floor. She is so incredibly tough.
Newcomer to this team and adding to the international flair for South Florida. Lampkin over to Johnson. It's stolen away by Mama Dembele.
Great read. That's just scouting and understanding, knowing a player's tendency, when to go for the ball.
Diakite, no. Hardaway doesn't have the number. She says, I don't care, going strong. Off the miss. Here come the Bulls. Bele picks up that dribble. And 5-2, Diakite finds Romy Levy, who looks over to Jose Fernandez and pulls it from 3.
Dembele got hit in the face. He's been trying to shake off that contact. And in the meantime, they lose Kyla Deck. Got to convert those if you're North Texas. That's point-blank range.
Pass to Puises. No.
Follow your shot. He was on the line. The rotation was good, but that rebound came right back to her way. And she was sprinting back on defense, but Mama Dembele had that cover. So that's one more, you know, you talk about what Rice says, one more possession, one more rebound. That was one more that could have been in the hands of South Florida.
So Hardaway takes a seat. And both teams kind of slowing things down. South Florida scored 20 points in that first quarter. They've got 2 here. Jalen Talley threw a lot of contact, no. Levy up ahead and Blazic finishing.
Good look ahead and pass by Romy Levy, and Blazic for sprinting the floor. What you gotta do, you gotta get past North Texas and take advantage of every transition point you can get. South Florida just holding North Texas to this drought, finally getting one. She was the last one to score. Finally gets another bucket, that's Kyla Deck.
She's got 6 points now. And you see her aggressiveness, the mindset that she has to just try to get to the hoop.
In her on-ball defense, right? I mean, she's relentless.
Diakite puts it on the hardwood, turnaround Jay, nearly went in. Putu getting that rebound. Putu is just kind of like an unsung hero, even though she is the most improved player in the conference. The way she works the boards and creates for second chance opportunities for South Florida.
South Florida getting out, running in the lanes. Romy Levy looking ahead. It's chemistry play right there too. You got to get that timing down. And Blazic, 5'9" sophomore, who just took on so much responsibility at the point guard position last year. She's been able to play a lot more freely this year with Dembele back at the point.
And Levy is fouled. So Romy Levy will go to the free throw line. Second team foul whistled against North Texas. It's on Shania Price. She's got 2. Levy, 5th-year senior, originally from Israel. An interesting fact that she served in the Israeli Defense Force prior to coming to the States, is able to knock down both free throws.
And she's been a player who had a lot of, I guess, different storylines to her game, right? And been able to try to battle through to get back out on the court. She got hit earlier this year and had to wear a mask on her face as Lemkin getting called for the travel. She's got to get it going here. Just not really seeing consistency yet. Alicia Lemkin's only had 1 field goal attempt. Is that right? My goodness.
Well, through the hands of Arnaud.
And Jose Fernandez telling Romy Levy, hey, you had no pressure. There's no reason to make that kind of pass when nobody's in your face. Lampkin's got to stay down on those screens. And the anticipation, Hardaway dribbling with her head down. Here it is. I'd like to see Lampkin stay there longer, and of course, you also have to wait. Hardaway has to wait for her to set up the screen, so their timing is just, it's off. And then Dembele picking up another great defensive play.
So far in this one, South Florida has outplayed North Texas. And Carla Brito, who's on the bench, it was great to get things started. Sammy Puises did the same, and now all parts coming together as Levy sees the shot clock winding down. And an air ball from Levy as that takes us Eastern. Will it be South Florida or North Texas? Right now, North Texas has some work to do. We came in featuring Tamisha Lampkin, and Lampkin, who only has 2 points in this one, as Blazic can't hit it. But turnovers, a big story for Jason Burton so far in this first half. They've got 11 here tonight, and he's got to feel good or safe given the fact that South Florida's only been able to get 4 points off of those turnovers.
Dembele already has 3 steals in this game, and Lauren Putu reminding you what else she's capable of besides just rebounding, as Tally's trying to give her team the strength and the grit and the fire that they need to play with here to respond. But they have to hold on to the basketball first. I mean, priority number 1, here it is. That was Putu with the message. And extra hands too for Diakite back. I mean, Mama Dembele has spent so much time on the floor. She guards, she guards everybody.
Man, what's that rehab gonna be like
right.
for Mama Dembele after this? Putu with another rebound. She's got 9 tonight. Over to Blazic. Right back. And finding Puises, who falls to the floor, somehow is able to bounce it out. And the high bounce pass, Putu puts it up. And off the miss, North Texas sees Kyla Deck pull up.
What's interesting, when you watch South Florida, the way that they move their offense, the way they pass, this all looks really good as Puises still trying to find her mark again. And it's just their shots don't fall. And they go through scoring droughts despite passing the ball very well and sharing the basketball. It's been now almost 3 minutes since the Bulls have scored.
Credit Laura Putu for the work that she is doing on the boards. That is just pure will and determination. Mama Dembele on the drive, back on the floor. And Jacqueline Moore whistled for the foul. But Laura Putu out of the Republic of Congo, a rebounding force she has been, grabbed 10+ rebounds on 12 different occasions this season. Dembele gets her own rebound.
Of course she can leap quickly.
Right now, North Texas needs a bucket, and Lampkin can be that as she's fouled. So in the final 2+ minutes here for North Texas, your star player, Tamisha Lampkin, has been limited to just 2 points and only 2 field goal attempts tonight.
Credit South Florida and their defense. Their post players have been so active. We've seen their footwork from the start. And it's about not playing behind Lampkin, but when you do look for a chance to poke the basketball out on the entry pass, and then otherwise you get terrific coverage from Putu, from Carla Brito when she's been in, and then Fatu Diakite is coming off the bench, and I mean, they haven't skipped a beat. Stepped right in. She's got to hit those free throws. I know that's starting to get to her, so Hopefully Jason Burton can help her mental reset here at halftime.
Low scoring third quarter for both teams. Or second quarter, excuse me.
On the bench at 2 fouls. Sammy Puig has been looking for somebody else to do it. It was a good shot.
And the scoring drought continues for North Texas. 5+ minutes without a bucket. Romy Levy on the drive. Putu is there. No. Diakite keeps it with the Bulls. That one blocked. Lampkin. And back the other way. Diakite says, all right, I'll show you a block on the other end.
Love the intensity on defense. Tamisha Lampkin and her length, that's where she can be effective. Keeps the ball in bounds right up to Kyla Deck. And then Vlasic, again, just seeing every bit of that number 2-4 in front of her.
Each team with 3 blocks apiece.
See,
good front there,
yep. Score, block shot, score, charge. All by Fatu Diakite. That's incredible effort coming off the bench. I mean, those are the things that tell you that the Bulls could get to the championship and win. That's the hustle and passion you need from your bench.
Diakite gets a well-deserved rest. She averages just about 7 minutes per game during the regular season. Her 10 minutes tonight have been critical for the Bulls.
Yeah, I mean, her season high in minutes is just 21. So she's been able to maximize her opportunity out here tonight, saying, hey, Jose, go ahead and put me in a little more.
Kyla Deck doing her job with her on-ball defense. We're going to say a foul on North Texas. The coaching staff for the Mean Green not liking it. Jason Burton just trying to figure it out. Jalen Talley with that personal foul.
I'm going to tell you, an inside position.
Putu at the line. We mentioned most improved player in the American, 3rd USF player to earn that honor, along with Eliza Pinzon and Maria Jespersen. Diakite right back on the floor.
Quick breather. I like how Putu hit that free throw and she came down, she did a fist pump. Like, yeah, good job.
For tomorrow's game.
You see a difference in lineup change here. Kyla Deck starting the second half for North Texas. A little bit smaller lineup for them. I feel like Jason Burton trying to get, again, that freedom, some movement, so he's putting in a smaller lineup, more guards, hopefully to free up that space for Tamisha Lampkin.
And remember, Desiree Wooten, who had to sit with 2 personal fouls in that first half. So Wooten was not available. She helps to stretch the floor, provide another outlet from the guard position. Second team all-conference for the sophomore out of the DFW area. Jocelyn Moore pulls up, and Puisa's just good defense, staying straight up. Brito and the Bulls really control things in that first half. And now taking it deep into the shot clock. Brito trying to back down more. Lampkin wrestling that one away. And then a foul goes against Laura Putu. So that's her second. And as for Tamisha Lampkin, we talked about, just held to 2 points in that first half. She's second in the conference in scoring. She's excellent from the floor. But she's
for another quick foul.
She's holding her lower left leg after that one. So she kind of hops off the floor, but Puchu with 3 personal fouls.
Working hard to front Tamisha Lampkin, and in the process kind of extends that left leg.
That one rolls in for Jocelyn Moore. Moore, who had 11 points last night in the win over East Carolina.
The reason that North Texas can get back in this game is because of the scoring droughts that South Florida has. They're playing great defense, but they're not extending the lead. Like, this is the time you got to put your foot on their neck. Just like that.
Diakite, the minutes that she has played off the bench, Fatu Diakite, 6 points, few rebounds.
Tamisha Lampkin is starting to get frustrated. She wanted the ball earlier in the possession, and then she's got to get called for a travel. So these moments, building. Can she work through them? Can her teammates pick her up? You know, I would have loved to see everybody huddle right there. Hey, everybody, we got it, let it go, but here's the frustration, right? Trying to work really hard, doesn't get it, wanted the ball to go up top there. She had inside position, right? That's where you gotta capitalize if you're North Texas.
Brito back to Dembele. Single digits on the shot clock. Blazic goes in the paint, kicks out, and South Florida turns it over. Well, North Texas, at the end of the regular season, the top scoring offense in the conference with just 18 points tonight and make it 20 as Desiree Wooten with a nice drive to the hoop.
North Texas, and the way that they're having to play tonight, because they can't get the ball inside, it's going to be like CYO offense. What I mean by that is create your own. So you just saw Desiree Wooten able to do that off the drive. Just don't think that North Texas is going to be able to run a lot of sets tonight and get it inside.
Puises for 3. And I'll say this about North Texas. I mean, when you look at some of their wins, they're known as the comeback kids because of the second half comebacks we've seen from them in regular season, as unrelenting underneath is Lampkin. But they were down by 12 against Rice, down by as many as 19 against Temple. And they mounted the second largest comeback in program history to take down the Owls.
Yeah, and seeing that one for the win, they had been 0-5 in comeback games before then. So you better believe South Florida continuing to miss shots to keep the door open. I think maybe go back inside the Lampkin. She just showed you some patience. That was the best possession she had, where she gave you a couple double pump fakes here. That's a tough catch. Look, she catches it. Boom, boom, waits, pump fake, you know, reading the defense in the moment instead of just trying to rush right to the rim.
And Lampkin, who really wants it, and you can see it, but the way that you see she's gathering herself, they just got to keep feeding it back inside to her.
It's rare she's even gotten a touch tonight. I mean, literally just 3 field goals the whole night for the runner-up for the player of the year.
Lots of contact. And Brito and Wooten colliding. They're going to call that on Desiree Wooten. That's her 3rd personal foul. Another look here.
That contact wasn't even necessary. Both of those players could have avoided that. I'm not sure what the goal of that was. And it could have probably been a non-call, just a no call.
Burke electing to keep her on in the face stripped away. It was Price who got a hand on that one. Wooten on the break. And you see the energy that Desiree brings to the floor for North Texas. She caught fire the back half of the season. Great defender, first-year starter out of Dallas. And Wooten sets up for two. As we send it over to Morgan with more on Desiree.
Well, Wooten said she's really grown up a lot this year. Starting has been big for her, and engaging with her team with toughness and energy on both sides of the floor. We saw it earlier with that foul, but Coach Burton saying really what she brings is her aggression. We want dogs, and that's what she is, and looking to fuel her team to get back in this game.
Premium fuel only, of course.
Right. And you know, they're wanting to pull out a win. One way that he's been able to incentivize his team is wearing a top dog chain and then also awarding that dog mentality. They both wear chains after wins, and Desiree Wooten is bringing that dog mentality, as Morgan mentioned. And so are her teammates, as jump ball, and it's gonna go to North Texas. So the Mean Green have come out of the locker room, outscoring South Florida 8-2 in this third quarter. They're still the freshmen making a difference, and we have seen a difference out of the locker room.
Lampkin, that's exactly what she needed.
Oh, there's Kaysen looking on. He's got to be proud of his mom and the way that she has come alive along with this team in the second half, fighting for an opportunity to make it to the championship game. North Texas, just the second year in the American. As we send it over to Morgan with more.
Well, for Lampkin, she's a student, an athlete, and had another title as a mom, son of 6-year-old Kaysen, who's looking on. And her teammates talk about her dedication and the discipline to balance all those responsibilities, and it rubs off on everyone. Coach Burton telling us we want to have a family atmosphere, and she makes it easy to create that type of culture when you see a visible mom within our program.
He's looking on intently, as you can see, and now Mama gets the rebound and she's fouled.
Yeah, he might be getting a little nervous too. That's what I'm thinking. He's got to be just
yeah,
right. He understands the importance of this game. And Mom really coming through to perform. I mean, how does she have the energy? That's what?
We too are mothers ourselves, and it is not easy. But Tamisha Lampkin also has the wonderful support of her mother, Tamika, who is here as well. And so 3 generations of Lampkins in the building tonight.
I have a feeling they break down film together. Like, he just looks like a student of the game.
Well, there's Mama right there. Grandma's making sure she brings the energy. See, Kaysen is calm. Okay. Mama's like, come on, let's get back into this one. As North Texas on a 10-0 run.
Jose Fernandez pleaded with his team out of that last timeout, saying we have got to get in our offense earlier. We're stalling too much and being unsure of what we want to do with the basketball. That leads to turnovers like this.
And a blocking foul called against Carla Brito, and the faithful from Denton, Texas are getting right behind their team.
Here's Brito trying to set up.
That's a tough one. 4 personal fouls now on Carla Brito.
Just don't think she had her defensive position established before Moore started her upward movement. It's not about getting your feet set or where they're pointed. It's about getting defensive position. And she got in the way of Moore, who didn't convert at the line.
So North Texas
In the bonus, he'll shoot free throws the rest of the way. 1 of 2 for more from the line.
And they'd have the lead if they had hit their free throws. 7 of 13 tonight. This is why they practice them, though. Could come down to that, especially, I know you get that feeling in this game. I'm starting to get it too.
Meanwhile, just 2 points in the quarter. There's a great assist from Dembele to Brito.
And a good adjustment by Jose Fernandez to create motion and movement in the offense. That was probably a design set, a play they like to run to get scoring on the inside, and an important one for Brito.
Moore. She traveled. One of the things that Jose Fernandez has talked about all season long is which South Florida team is going to show up. In the first half, they were working, they were rocking. And in the second half, they've tapered off some. He's looking and has been looking for that consistency from this group throughout.
What they lost is their edge. They got, the way that they played looked comfortable and complacent and just kind of, hey, let's just get the shot we want, let the clock run out, step on into the championship. And Jose Fernandez, 25 years in this business, he understands it has got to be more than that, and you have to stay locked in and engaged, and that's why he was so spirited, talking about, we gotta get back into our offense, too stagnant. Good brush screen by Brito.
Puises off the mark from 3. Wanting to rebound, out and running, and what a deflection there from Mama Dembele. I mean, the quickness that she had to be able to poke it away because Price was running the floor as well. Mama Dembele is, yeah. And for all, all the bruising that she's taken and the way that she has battled through some back pains, ankle, and all, Dembele is a gamer. Swings over to Blazig. Had a good look from 3. 2 mean green players going for the basketball. They last touched it. So we saw the top scoring team in the conference put up 16 points in the first half. They've got 13 alone in this quarter. So the message delivered from Jason Burton at the intermission. In the final 2 minutes of the third quarter, and a 6-point differential between South Florida and North Texas.
That's the energy you want to see too. Sorry, from Tamisha Lampkin. And this is Kyla Deck gets called for her second foul.
Nearly losing the handle. Dembele goes right back to Blazig, who's tripped.
Fouls for North Texas in this quarter. 2 here quickly in this last possession. They've been trying to get consistency this whole game. And so when you get called for fouls, as Lampkin's going to take a breather. When you get called for fouls, it also disrupts you mentally, defensively, because it's like you can't be as aggressive because you're worried about getting called for a foul.
Sophomore out of Italy, loses it, got hit in the face again. Hardaway comes up with it. Hardaway says, I'm gonna go all the way to the hoop. And the late foul on the recovery there. She's gonna shoot 2. It's Blazig with the personal. That's her 3rd.
The huddle right there with the Bulls was reminding Fatuti Kite that if you have coverage with the person on the ball, don't leave that person ever until you get pushed off.
Her junior, Ariana Hardaway. Ariana Hardaway makes that first one. She's given this team moments of calm throughout. The way that she can just kind of settle them down is something that Jason Burton has come to appreciate from this junior point guard, who he feels like is the best in the league.
Yeah, he really stands behind Hardaway and her skill set. And Billy's got to get over half court here quickly, and does. No problem for her.
Putu was standing there and sandwiched in between two defenders, and Putu will go to the line. So Laura Putu, who's been in the States since she was 14 years old, came over to play basketball here for high school and then began her college career. And she says, I do it all for my mother, and her mother, who played for Republic of Congo national team, Charlotte Ava Loco, number 5 there.
I would imagine mom's watching right now. So hello, and we hear you and Laura have great conversations about, you know, watching film and ways to get better, and saying you're a guard. So we're thinking, you know, there's quite a spirited conversation that goes on between you two.
And she hasn't been home or been able to see her mother in 8 years. And so if you think about just the sacrifice that both are making, and she says, I'm doing it all for my mom and for my family, for a better opportunity.
Think about the maturity, how brave you need to be to leave home, to go to a new country, to learn a new language, to get comfortable and to follow your dream of basketball, right? I mean, this is somebody who has committed her entire life to playing for her family, to the sacrifice of leaving them in order to try to make it to the next level, and she's right there. These free throws for North Texas.
Nia Johnson at the line, 8 of 16. They're shooting 50% from the charity stripe tonight. And that one back in goes down. 4-point ball game.
Bulls got to find some life here. 4 points here in the third quarter.
South Florida led by as many as 17 in this one. And North Texas has just chipped away at the lead. And Putu saying, hey, let's back it up.
Yep.
Too strong from Levy. And North Texas getting the orders from Coach Jason Burton. Setting up in the half court, looking for the final possession of the third. Hardaway, float runner, no. Putu comes down hard. She's just trying to gather herself. Free throws on the way, and she's the first down the floor.
She just exudes leadership.
And a poise about her as well. A senior who just made a big jump from last year to this year in terms of point production. We've witnessed tonight her rebounding prowess. 15 boards for Laura Putu. And she hits both free throws. So a career high tonight as she set the mark last night for Laura Putu, and Hardaway for 3. The championship game. Who will it be? Well, I'll tell you this. Morgan Uber has been active on the sidelines, listening in to both huddles. Morgan, what you got?
Well, you can really feel the significance, the intensity of these next 10 minutes and what it means to both these teams inside the huddles. For Jose Fernandez, he reminded his team, every possession from here on out, it counts. We need to respond. Jason Burton repeating, believe, believe, reminding his team they've been here before. The unwavering belief that has got them through so many comebacks before this season. He's telling them to remember that.
Thanks so much, Morgan, and this will be an entertaining finish here in Fort Worth. North Texas has not led in this game. They were down by as many as 17. They've been closing the gap since coming out of the half. Anaya Johnson on the rebound. North Texas, and Wooten, who draws the foul. Yeah.
I can see this one too. Definitely thought there was contact, and was. You can see Levy thought she had knocked the ball out of bounds, but instead put North Texas back here on the line.
It's going to be critical to track free throws in this quarter. The number of free throws missed, 8 now. If they can hit their free throws, they're leading in this one. Instead, they continue to leave points at the line.
Jason Burton, he's just got to be beside himself over there, thinking we could have this game in our hands right now.
And Dembele will go to the line. Conversely, South Florida, 7 of 10 at the line tonight. And Dembele has 2 shots. And this is something that we're going to continue to keep our eye on. We've talked about it all night, Brooke. The fact that they get to the line a whole lot, top 15 in Division I, but you see how low they are toward the bottom in terms of makes per game. And that has been part of the story tonight for the Mean Green. 9 of 19.
And it's not like they don't practice it. That was their last practice as Dembele almost gets the steal. That's what they focused on. Hardaway with the pull-up jumper. And North Texas said, you need to make 2 free throws in a row 50 times before you leave practice.
And that was the focal point when we got off the phone with Jason Burton. That was exactly what they were going to do. And here, all the tougher in a big arena like this. So Dembele off the miss.
Great job by Deck on the left side, goes left to right into the body and then gets her eyes on the rim. This is a hard play to make against an oversized defender. But her heart, big as a Texas sunset, man. And that's not green, but it's gold.
You're having too much fun here.
Yeah.
It's another good.
I'm pretty sure when the sun sets, don't you get that last flash of green right before it comes down?
Yes, you do.
What is that? That's what that was, the green flash.
Yes, yes. You've been dropping all these wonderful references here tonight with the lovely color green.
It's the theme.
North Texas within 1.
Jose's going to call timeout. Audubon, you don't have a speed limit. That's what they're hoping to see right here.
Looking to ride out a 1-point ball game. The winner of this one will advance to the championship game tomorrow night at 7 Eastern to face off against Rice, who won it all last year. They took down Temple earlier tonight in the first semifinal.
Who's going to score for the Bulls? Who wants to score for the Bulls?
Great question. Sammy Puises says, I am that one. I am her.
Yes. Ready to avenge her performance here last time in this building and last night. Had a great shooting night for Puises, but cannot be denied tonight. Good D.
Lampkin getting to it. Whips around. Won't go.
Great defense by the Bulls. Contested, physical without fouling.
So South Florida, who has not shot the ball the way they would have liked in this second half thus far, turns it over right here. Well, Semi Puises picks up third personal foul there on the moving screen.
The turnover doesn't help the Bulls right now.
Putu continues to add to her career night of rebounds, grabs another. Blazic, nice find. And some contact underneath. And Kyla Deck giving chase to the ball. And she can't believe that she was whistled for the foul. That's her fourth personal foul.
You see the Bulls were trying to get the ball inside the Putu. They're being too careful with their shots. You know, I want to see them go for it. You're seeing too much hesitation from the Bulls, and that's just giving North Texas more confidence. Like, they can smell it.
Jason Burton's group has engineered second half comebacks before, but you see the foul trouble for Kyla Deck, who has been great off the bench. A trio with 3. Carla Brito is having to play with 4 fouls for South Florida, and a number of others with 3. Jacqueline Moore over to Wooten. Wooten's got 6 points. Thought about it. Finds Hardaway. And the jumper won't fall. Brito right there. She got it.
Whoa,
and the
double
flex at the end. And North Texas seeing Wooten at 3, Florida. That game on ESPNU at 7 Eastern, 6 local. Desiree Wooten standing at the line. She's got a couple of free throws. And if you're Jason Burton, you're hopeful that your group can knock down free throws. The mentality, though, as a player, when they don't go down.
There was a game where I had 33 points, but I was 5 of 15 from the free throw line. And it was like everything else was falling but my free throw. And you just got to step up to the line. I mean, she did the right thing. Wooten broke out of that huddle, got right to the line, took a couple practice shots. You just have to step up. Next shot's going to go in. That's your belief.
Brito gets her own rebound, finds Puises. Johnson hauls in the board. Moore trying to get to Lampkin. She's double teamed quickly. Open underneath. Good find.
North Texas can make the game a little more simple like that, but the issue has not been as much as the North Texas offense as it's been the Bulls defense, and their havoc is creating a hard night for Lampkin to get any touches whatsoever. They're doing early work on Lampkin. That's one of the keys here. And then Hardaway has found herself some lanes. Love the way that she's trying to attack.
High low and cut there. Hardaway to the hoop. 7-point ball game in favor of South Florida. Just over 3 minutes to go in the semifinals. With the foul, her fourth. But let's talk about a storyline throughout the game for the Bulls and the way Laura Putu has been phenomenal rebounding the basketball tonight. I mean, she had a career high last night, and she was like, okay, I'm just going to up that ante.
I mean, I think that's kind of Green Goblin type of behavior. Just gobbling up all the rebounds. There is 19. And the next highest is 5 with Dembele. So, terrific job. That's been the biggest difference tonight for the Bulls and how they've maintained the lead.
Deck on the drive, can't finish. The
20.
putback.
24 for Putu, though. Yeah, the bunnies, the free throws. Jason Burton and his squad, they're not able to make a comeback here. You just, the heaviness and the frustration that is going to keep him up and this team up for a couple nights, thinking what could have been had we converted.
Took an exit. Oh my goodness! SWAT team's out.
Oh, that's right.
Tamisha Lane, 4.5 seconds left on the shot clock. They get it into Brito. And Nia Johnson was there to alter that.
Not a great shot for the Bulls. That was, you know, almost facing away from the basket where you might be able to get a foul call.
A little indecision there, but stepping through is a Nia Johnson. She thought about it, like, oh, that's it. In.
Good read, though. Yeah, North Texas, they don't need to foul just yet. Maybe after this possession, but not this one.
Do have air from Blazic. Nice little boost for the Bulls on the bench.
Just the second 3 for her for the game. And the Bulls are known for their three-point shooting, right? So why not do it from the top of the key, trying to send your team into the championship? Bench reacting, they remember. They're like, yeah, this is who we are. Diakite, been a good teammate tonight.
Blazic now with 12 points, giving South Florida a little cushion after that make. Wooten working on Brito, and Brito picks up her 5th personal foul. Brito is 1 minute and 11 seconds away from advancing to the championship game. The winner will take on the reigning champion Rice Owls. Traveling violation. And South Florida continuing to keep the door open for North Texas.
Yeah, the Bulls can't do this tomorrow because that's Rice and head coach Liz Edmonds right there, and she will definitely take advantage of the times you're not converting, because Rice is a team that makes very minimal mistakes, and they're going to convert if you turn the ball over.
And 2 reacts down underneath the basket. 1 from Mama Dembele.
Yeah, it's desperation time. It kind of has been that way for North Texas. Got to try to shoot up threes, get steals, and get going.
Hardaway got a hand on it. Chania Price subbing in for Kyla Deck. You got to move quickly if you're North Texas. Taking a lot of time off the clock. Wooten sees that one bounce off. When you think about the outstanding senior leaders for Jason Burton, players like Tamisha Lampkin and Anaya Johnson, Jocelyn Moore, who have poured so much into this program. Adele Tack and Brandon, who are not on the floor because of injury. Shamaria Duncan. I mean, the Mean Green have caused problems and havoc throughout the season. 24 wins on the year, a program best. And this senior group has done their part to try to make things stick at North Texas.
In his first season, Jason Burton comes in and gives North Texas the best 2 successful seasons that you had, and try to take high school programs in the country.
Moore with a quick 3 out of the timeout. And first 3-pointer of the night. A little late for North Texas, as Blazic is fouled. And South Florida, who was bounced out of the tournament back in 2023. You referenced earlier, Sammy Puisa's had that bad taste in her mouth as they were upset by Wichita State in the quarterfinals. Wanted to erase that taste out of her mouth. She'll have an opportunity to move on with this team to the championship game tomorrow against the Rice Owls. South Florida, who won the regular season and conference title back in 20. They're going to try to vie for another championship tomorrow. And how about Lauren Putu and the job that she has done tonight on the boards, a la the Green Giant, and Van Kamenjiadu, who had 20+ rebounds. She's the last, or the first rather, since her to grab 20 or more rebounds.
That would make me quite jolly as well.
But hats off to South Florida, who found a way to withstand that.
Just really